Hidden deep inside the animal kingdom is a microscopic creature that rewrites the rules of control. It doesn't just live inside another body. It hijacks the brain, bends behavior, and turns its host into a puppet. This is Toxoplasma gondii, one of the most successful parasites on Earth. It infects nearly every warm-blooded animal, including humans. And what it does once inside is stranger than fiction. Toxoplasma gondii starts its life inside cats. For the parasite, the cat is its final host, the only place it can reproduce sexually. But to reach a cat, it first infects small animals like rats or mice. Now here's where things get dark. Once a rat is infected, the parasite migrates to its brain. But instead of killing it, it rewires its behavior. The infected rat begins to lose its fear of cats. In some cases, it becomes attracted to the smell of cat urine, the same smell it would normally avoid to survive. The result? The rat wanders fearlessly near cats and gets eaten. Inside the cat's stomach, the parasite completes its life cycle and reproduces. It's not just nature, it's manipulation at the molecular level. But here's the twist. Humans can be infected too. It usually happens through contact with cat feces, undercooked meat, or contaminated water. Once inside us, Toxoplasma gondii hides in our tissues, especially the brain and muscles. For most people, the infection is harmless. But scientists have noticed something strange. People with chronic Toxoplasma infection often show subtle changes in personality and risk-taking behavior. Men infected with the parasite tend to be more impulsive and less cautious. Women, on the other hand, often become more outgoing and socially active. Even more unsettling, studies suggest a link between Toxoplasma and higher risks of schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and even traffic accidents. It's as if the parasite is quietly tuning the brain's reward and fear systems, the same way it does with rats. No one's saying it's turning humans into zombies. But it's possible that a single-celled organism, smaller than a speck of dust, can nudge human behavior. It's estimated that Toxoplasma gondii infects over 1/3 of the global population. That's billions of people carrying a mind-altering parasite right now. In countries where cats are common and hygiene standards are lower, infection rates can reach up to 70%. In France and Brazil, it's widespread. Even in the U.S., about 1 in 10 people are thought to carry it. The parasite forms tiny cysts that can stay dormant in the brain for decades. Our immune system keeps it under control, but it never disappears completely. It's a lifelong passenger, silent, patient, and potentially influential. So how does this microscopic manipulator change behavior? Scientists have found that Toxoplasma can alter levels of neurotransmitters, especially dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical that shapes motivation, pleasure, and fear. By tweaking this system, the parasite can suppress fear responses or heighten attraction in ways that serve its survival. In rats, this means losing their instinctive fear of cats. In humans, it could mean subtle shifts in confidence, risk-taking, or emotional sensitivity. There's even evidence that infected people are more likely to become entrepreneurs or soldiers. Some researchers call it the entrepreneurial parasite. But it's not all bad news. In most people, the changes are too minor to notice. Still, the fact that it happens at all is both fascinating and terrifying. Toxoplasma isn't alone in this dark art of control. Nature is full of parasites that manipulate their hosts with shocking precision. There's the Ophiocordyceps fungus, the infamous zombie ant fungus. It infects ants, takes over their nervous system, and forces them to climb to high branches before killing them. The fungus then sprouts from their heads and releases spores to infect more ants below. Then there's the Leucochloridium paradoxum, or green-banded broodsac. It infects snails and makes their eye stalks pulse like colorful worms, tricking birds into eating them. And there's Spinochordodes tellini, a worm that grows inside grasshoppers and crickets. When it's ready to reproduce, it compels the insect to leap into water, where the worm escapes, leaving the host to drown. Control, manipulation, death. In the natural world, mind control isn't fantasy. It's a survival strategy. If parasites can manipulate animal behavior, could they have shaped human evolution? It's not as far-fetched as it sounds. Some researchers believe that parasites and microbes have influenced our psychology, risk-taking, and even cultural habits over millennia. The balance between caution and curiosity, fear and attraction, could partly stem from biological pressures like infection. Our brains didn't evolve in isolation. They evolved in a constant arms race with the invisible organisms inside us. So when you think about what makes humans human, maybe part of the answer is microbial. Modern medicine is now studying Toxoplasma gondii for both its danger and its potential. Understanding how it rewires neurons could lead to new treatments for mental disorders or brain injuries. If a parasite can modulate fear, scientists might learn to do the same, intentionally, to help people with PTSD or depression. There's also hope that new gene editing tools like CRISPR could one day remove Toxoplasma cysts from the body completely. But for now, the parasite remains one of nature's most successful manipulators, ancient, adaptive, and nearly unstoppable. When you look at a cat, it's easy to see something graceful, mysterious, maybe a bit aloof. But behind those eyes lies a hidden empire, an organism that's been using cats to control other species for millions of years. You can't see it. You can't feel it. But statistically, there's a chance it's already inside you. And if it is, how much of what you do is truly you?